50 Cent was scrolling through his phone late at night when he saw the messages from Maserati Bud. The texts weren't just casual chatter. They were explosive, full of screenshots and recordings that threatened to append everything Claressa Shields had kept private. Maserati Bud didn't hesitate to call out the boxing champ by name. And 50 Cent knew immediately that once this hit the public, it was going to be chaos. Claressa Shields had always been careful with her image. But Maserati Bud had receipts that painted a completely different picture. Proof of encounters with Papoose that no one was supposed to know about. 50 Cent's fingers hovered over the keyboard, thinking about the impact this could have. He didn't just have the power to share the receipts. He had the platform that would make every headline explode overnight. Meanwhile, Claressa Shields was unaware of the storm brewing. She was in her training camp, focusing on her next fight, pushing through rounds and drills as if the messages and leaks didn't exist. But Maserati Bud had been persistent, sending clips and screenshots directly to 50 Cent, knowing he was the perfect conduit to make this story viral. Each message from Maserati Bud made the situation more combustible. 50 Cent could see the patterns, the conversations, the photos, all pointing to undeniable interactions between Claressa, Shields, and Papoose. The leaks weren't just vague hints. They were timestamps, private messages, and video clips that left nothing to imagination. Papoose, on the other hand, was trying to maintain his calm. He knew Maserati Bud had footage and knew that 50 Cent had influence. The rapper had seen similar situations blow up in the past, and the fear of public exposure gnawed at him. Claressa Shields' reputation was on the line. And Papoose understood that once 50 Cent went live with this information, there would be no turning back. He remembered moments he wished had stayed private, the conversations that were meant to be behind closed doors, now threatened by Maserati Bud's relentless posting. Every notification from 50 Cent made his heart race, knowing that Maserati Bud's receipts were seconds away from becoming headline news. Maserati Bud, watching from the sidelines, felt a thrill of control. He knew exactly how much damage he could cause with the right push. Claressa Shields had always been guarded, but Maserati Bud had managed to collect enough material to make the public question everything. The texts, the snippets, the interactions, they all created a narrative that Claressa Shields could no longer manage. Maserati Bud didn't hold back when sharing this with 50 Cent. He wanted the receipts to be seen, the truth to be undeniable. And 50 Cent, understanding the magnitude of the situation, began planning how to present it to the world. 50 Cent's mind raced as he crafted his first post. He wanted to hit hard, make sure Claressa Shields and Papoose could not spin the story in their favor. Each word had to carry weight, each detail had to leave the audience shocked. He scrolled through Maserati Bud's messages again, analyzing the timing and content. Some of the clips were short, some long, some revealing, and all damaging. 50 Cent understood social media better than anyone. He knew how to create tension and maximize exposure. The moment he decided to go live, Claressa Shields' image, her career narrative, and Papoose's public persona would collide in a storm that would dominate news cycles for weeks. Claressa Shields finally checked her phone later that evening and saw a few messages from mutual contacts hinting that things were starting to surface. Panic set in immediately. She called Papoose, her voice trembling, asking if he had any idea what Maserati Bud had shared. Papoose, equally worried, tried to stay composed, assuring her that they could manage this. But deep down, both knew that 50 Cent had the receipts and 50 Cent had the reach. Maserati Bud had done his part. The explosive content was now in the hands of a man who knew how to create drama that would go global in seconds. 50 Cent, on his side, knew the power he held. Claressa Shields was a champion, Papoose a respected rapper. But when you combine celebrity, scandal, and undeniable proof, there's no stopping the story once it's released. He began plotting the timing, the caption. The Tony wanted Maserati Bud's receipts to leave no room for doubt, to make every viewer question what they thought they knew about Claressa Shields and Papoose. He imagined the reactions, the trending hashtags, the interviews, and the backlash. The energy in the room was tense, charged, like a powder keg ready to explode. And 50 Cent was holding the match. The next morning, 50 Cent hit post. Maserati Bud's receipts went live. And within minutes, notifications exploded across every platform. Claressa Shields' name was trending worldwide, and Papoose's phone wouldn't stop buzzing. Fans, haters, and media outlets couldn't get enough. The screenshots of private messages, the snippets of videos. Every single piece Maserati Bud had sent was now public, and 50 Cent made sure every detail was highlighted. The story wasn't just a rumor anymore, it was undeniable. And Claressa Shields' carefully constructed image began to crumble in real time. Claressa Shields, seeing the magnitude of what had happened, felt her stomach drop. She tried to scroll through social media, but every feed, every story, every notification was a reminder of the receipts Maserati Bud had provided. She could see the commentary, the shock, the judgment, and the disbelief. People were dissecting every clip, every conversation, every interaction with Papoose. Claressa Shields tried to call her manager, but the line was flooded. Papoose, meanwhile, was watching the numbers climb on his own phone. Realizing that Maserati Bud had delivered something unstoppable, every view, every share, every comment made the scandal larger than anything either of them had faced before. 50 Cent watched the reactions with a mix of excitement and calculation. Maserati Bud's receipts were doing exactly what they were supposed to do. Claressa Shields' fans were divided, some in disbelief, some in denial, and some ready to believe every single detail. Papoose had started posting statements, trying to control the narrative, but 50 Cent knew it was too late. Maserati Bud's evidence spoke for itself. Clips showing private exchanges between Claressa Shields and Papoose were being shared across TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, each version more sensational than the last. The story was growing exponentially, fueled by shock and curiosity. And 50 Cent could see that he had orchestrated the perfect storm. Claressa Shields and Papoose decided they needed to respond publicly. Claressa Shields went live on her own social media, her voice shaking but determined, trying to explain her side of the story. Papoose joined her, attempting to add context and defend their actions. But every time they spoke, more clips from Maserati Bud surfaced, undermining their statements. The receipts weren't just screenshots, they were videos, timestamps, and messages that contradicted almost everything Claressa Shields and Papoose were saying. Maserati Bud's planning had ensured that no denial would hold water. 50 Cent, watching this unfold, felt the tension escalate. The public wasn't just watching, they were consuming every detail, analyzing every expression, and deciding who to believe. The media picked up the story immediately. Entertainment news outlets, gossip channels, and social media personalities were dissecting the receipts Maserati Bud had leaked. Claressa Shields' past interviews were re-examined. Old tweets and posts were scrutinized, and Papoose's collaborations came under the microscope. Maserati Bud's leaks had not only exposed a personal scandal, they had sparked a media frenzy that seemed unstoppable. 50 Cent realized that the power of the receipts wasn't just in the content it was in the timing, the delivery, and the undeniable nature of the proof. Claressa Shields and Papoose were trying to defend themselves, but Maserati Bud's meticulous documentation left very little room for plausible deniability. Fans started picking sides. Some defended Claressa Shields, claiming that the leaks were exaggerated or manipulated. Others attacked her ruthlessly, sharing every clip and message that Maserati Bud had provided. Papoose faced criticism as well, with people questioning his integrity and judgment. Maserati Bud, observing from a distance, felt a thrill of vindication. Every comment, every reaction, every share confirmed that the receipts were working exactly as planned. 50 Cent, seeing the chaos unfold, knew that this was more than just a viral scandal. It was a cultural moment, a story that would dominate headlines and online discussions for weeks as the day went on. Claressa Shields and Papoose tried to maintain composure. But the constant barrage of messages and notifications was relentless. Each time they thought they had a moment to regroup, another receipt from Maserati Bud would surface, adding a new layer to the story. 50 Cent, always calculating, knew that the pressure would only increase. The combination of Claressa Shields' fame, Papoose's credibility, Maserati Bud's evidence created a perfect storm that no amount of damage control could stop. Every move they made was now scrutinized, every word analyzed. And 50 Cent had successfully positioned himself as the center of the unfolding drama. By evening, the story had reached a new level. Interviews were being requested, podcasts wanted statements, and social media was flooded with memes and clips. Claressa Shields and Papoose were exhausted, trying to navigate the fallout while Maserati Bud's receipts continued to circulate. 50 Cent, watching from his perspective, could see the narrative taking shape exactly as he anticipated. The receipts had created undeniable tension, public outrage, and a spectacle that no one could ignore. Maserati Bud had provided the tools, and 50 Cent had wielded them with precision, turning private interactions into a story that had now engulfed Claressa Shields, Papoose, and the internet at large. By the following morning, the chaos had reached a fever pitch. Claressa Shields was in panic mode, pacing through her hotel room while her team scrambled to contain the fallout. Papoose was on multiple calls trying to coordinate statements, but the sheer volume of Maserati Bud's receipts made every attempt seem futile. Clips that had been leaked overnight were trending worldwide, showing interactions, messages, and moments that Claressa Shields had hoped would never be exposed. 50 Cent watched the reactions quietly at first, analyzing the reach and the engagement. Every time a new video surfaced, it fueled the fire. Maserati Bud had built the perfect arsenal, and 50 Cent was using it like a master strategist. Knowing exactly how far the story could go, social media influencers and celebrities began commenting, some condemning Claressa Shields, others expressing shock at the level of the leaks. Papoose tried to defend their actions publicly, but every statement he made was met with screenshots and clips that Maserati Bud had provided, each contradicting his words. Claressa Shields' attempts to appeal to her fans were drowned out by the overwhelming evidence. The narrative had shifted from rumor to undeniable scandal, and the world was watching every reaction in real time. 50 Cent knew that once public opinion was this divided and explosive, there was no turning back. Maserati Bud, seeing the chaos unfold, was energized. His plan had worked perfectly. Claressa Shields' reputation was under attack. Papoose's credibility was questioned, and the world was fixated on every new detail he leaked. Each message, clip, and screenshot Maserati Bud had sent to 50 Cent was now a weapon, striking at exactly the right moments. The public's obsession only grew, and discussions online turned into heated debates, memes, and viral posts. 50 Cent's platform amplified everything, making sure that Claressa Shields and Papoose could not escape scrutiny. Claressa Shields and Papoose realized that private apologies and clarifications were no longer enough. They were being confronted publicly at events, online, and in interviews. Every time they thought they had a moment of privacy, another leak would appear. The pressure was relentless. Claressa Shields' social media was flooded with comments, messages, and tags pointing to every receipt Maserati Bud had released. Papoose's credibility in the industry began to waver as colleagues and fans alike questioned his judgment. Maserati Bud's meticulous planning had ensured that Claressa Shields and Papoose were completely exposed, leaving them with few options but to face the fallout head-on. Even mainstream media couldn't resist. News outlets, podcasts, and entertainment channels covered the story non-stop, dissecting every clip Maserati Bud had leaked. Claressa Shields' past interviews were revisited, and Papoose's music collaborations were analyzed for any signs of hypocrisy or inconsistency. Every public appearance they made became a spectacle, and 50 Cent watched the tension escalate with a calculated satisfaction. Maserati Bud had provided him with the receipts. 50 Cent had unleashed them at the perfect moment. The storm was at its peak, and Claressa Shields and Papoose were trapped in a whirlwind of public outrage. At one point, Claressa Shields tried to take control by issuing a long video statement, explaining her side and apologizing for anything that may have been misinterpreted. Papoose joined her, attempting to clarify and provide context. But Maserati Bud's leaks were relentless. Each explanation was undermined by previously unreleased clips, making their statements appear weak and inconsistent. 50 Cent, observing everything, knew the receipts were working exactly as intended. The scandal was no longer just about Claressa Shields and Papoose. It had become a cultural moment, a discussion everyone wanted to be part of, and the public was consuming it eagerly. By mid-afternoon, celebrities began weighing in. Some took sides with Claressa Shields, defending her publicly, while others criticized her actions, citing the evidence Maserati Bud had provided. Papoose faced similar scrutiny, with high-profile figures questioning his decisions and integrity. Every comment, every post, every reaction fueled the fire further. Maserati Bud's leaks, combined with 50 Cent's strategic amplification, ensured that Claressa Shields and Papoose were at the center of the biggest online conversation of the week. Even private interactions weren't safe. Claressa Shields' friends and associates were being tagged in posts, asked for statements, and questioned by fans online. Papoose's colleagues were pressured to comment, and the entire network around both Claressa Shields and Papoose was being scrutinized. Maserati Bud had thought of everything: the timing of the leaks, the undeniable evidence, and the public's obsession with celebrity drama. 50 Cent, understanding the power of the storm he had helped unleash, watched carefully, knowing the story would continue to dominate headlines for days. By evening, Claressa Shields and Papoose were exhausted. The constant barrage of messages, media attention, and online scrutiny left them drained. Every attempt to regain control seemed futile. Maserati Bud's receipts continued to circulate, each new leak adding more tension and chaos. 50 Cent remained calm, analyzing every move and reaction, knowing that the scandal had reached a point of no return. The combination of celebrity, undeniable proof, and strategic timing had created a perfect storm. Shields and Papoose were exposed, and the world was watching. The morning after the scandal reached its peak, Claressa Shields woke to a storm of notifications, calls, and messages. Every headline, every social media post, every mention of her name was tied to Maserati Bud's receipts and 50 Cent's explosive amplification. Papoose was equally overwhelmed, pacing through his home while trying to coordinate with his team. They both realized that the situation had moved beyond anything they could control. Every attempt at damage control seemed pointless because Maserati Bud's evidence was undeniable, and 50 Cent had made sure it reached every corner of the internet. 50 Cent, watching the chaos unfold, could almost feel the pulse of the internet reacting in real time. Every share, every comment, every news article added fuel to the fire. Claressa Shields' reputation as a champion was now tied to a scandal she could not ignore, and Papoose's credibility was being questioned by both fans and industry insiders. Maserati Bud, seeing this story spiral exactly as he planned, felt a surge of satisfaction. Each receipt he had sent, each clip he had leaked, had played its role in creating a spectacle that Claressa Shields and Papoose could no longer escape. By mid-morning, the first live confrontations began. Claressa Shields appeared on a popular talk show, attempting to explain herself and address the leaks. Papoose joined her, trying to provide context and defend their actions. But every time they spoke, another receipt from Maserati Bud would surface: clips, messages, timestamps, all contradicting their statements. The hosts, the audience, and the online viewers were fixated. 50 Cent monitored the reactions with a calculated calm, knowing that the story's momentum was unstoppable. Maserati Bud's leaks had created a public pressure cooker, and Claressa Shields and Papoose were trapped inside it. The online reaction intensified. Fans dissected every word, every gesture, every expression. Claressa Shields' attempts to maintain composure were met with skepticism, while Papoose's defenses were criticized for being inconsistent. Maserati Bud's receipts, precise and well-timed, left no room for doubt. 50 Cent, understanding the power of timing and exposure, continued to strategically highlight the most shocking clips, ensuring that public attention remained laser-focused on the scandal. Every post went viral, every share amplified the tension, and Claressa Shields and Papoose were powerless to stop it. By afternoon, celebrities and influencers began entering the conversation. Some defended Claressa Shields, expressing sympathy for the pressure she faced, while others criticized her harshly, citing Maserati Bud's undeniable evidence. Papoose also faced scrutiny from his peers, with high-profile figures questioning his integrity and decision-making. Maserati Bud watched as the cultural conversation grew, realizing that the scandal had become larger than just Claressa Shields and Papoose. It was now a global topic, dominating news, social media, and entertainment outlets. 50 Cent ensured that every angle was covered, making sure Maserati Bud's receipts remained central to the narrative. The evening brought the ultimate blow-up. Claressa Shields and Papoose's teams attempted to release a joint statement, hoping to calm the public. But before it could gain traction, 50 Cent posted another set of receipts clips that showed private interactions previously unknown, messages that contradicted their latest statements, and videos that left no room for reinterpretation. The statement immediately lost credibility. Fans, journalists, and influencers were quick to call out the inconsistencies. Sharing the new clips and dissecting every detail, Maserati Bud had once again demonstrated the power of timing, and 50 Cent had executed the release perfectly, ensuring maximum impact. Claressa Shields, overwhelmed, realized the personal and professional damage was immense. Her reputation as an athlete, her endorsements, and her public image were now intertwined with scandal. Papoose, equally shaken, understood that his credibility and career could take a significant hit. Every interaction, every public appearance, and every attempt at clarification was now overshadowed by Maserati Bud's receipts and 50 Cent's strategic amplification. The scandal had reached a point where Claressa Shields and Papoose were fighting to salvage not just their image, but their legacy. By nightfall, the aftermath was clear. The story had dominated the internet, mainstream media, and celebrity commentary for over 48 hours. Claressa Shields and Papoose were left to pick up the pieces, understanding that Maserati Bud's meticulously gathered evidence and 50 Cent's calculated release had created a cultural event they could not undo. Fans and critics continued to debate, memes and clips circulated endlessly, and the names of Claressa Shields, Papoose, Maserati, Bud, and 50 Cent were inseparably linked in the public consciousness. In private, Claressa Shields and Papoose assessed the damage. Every message, every clip, every screenshot Maserati Bud had sent, combined with 50 Cent's strategic posting, had left a permanent mark. The scandal was no longer a fleeting moment. It had become a defining chapter in their public lives. Maserati Bud, satisfied with the chaos, observed from a distance as the consequences played out. 50 Cent, confident in the impact of the receipts, knew the story would be remembered as one of the most explosive celebrity scandals of the year. Claressa Shields and Papoose were left to navigate the fallout, realizing that nothing would ever be the same again. You've seen the receipts, you've seen the chaos, but this is far from over. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Right now, who's telling the truth? Claressa Shields, Papoose, or is Maserati Bud the real mastermind here? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because when 50 Cent drops the next bombshell, you'll want to be the first to see it.